King the first.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Into the air right away is Allen. It's complete to Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to lift the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
You know that was a pick. Oh, my God, you know that was a pick.
23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones.
Why are you in 2 o'clock, my boy? Crazy.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hey, 626.
Here's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Yeah, chew that clock, boy.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's
Yeah, that's exactly what happens when y'all chew clocks.
and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Allen now on first down. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
Keep chewing clock. Keep chewing clock.
Way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 69 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Pass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
Nah, don't chew clock anymore. What you doing? I thought you was going to chew clock.
The guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that's what happens when you chew clock. This is what happens.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen gonna throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And that's what happens when you chew clock. That's what happens when you chew clock. You get exposed. Do the same thing you was doing in the second half. Do that.
Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Come on, bro. Pick your plays. Don't start trying to grieving that. Don't start grieving now because you him, right? You know it's still gonna give you an L. You wanna grieve? Go ahead and grieve. It's gonna give you an L, my guy. Congratulations on your L. Y'all always do this. Every time y'all start to get exposed with y'all, when y'all do this goofy stuff, y'all start to grieve because y'all know y'all ain't got no skill. You try to run the clock out and hope the dude does something stupid. But no, that's the only person that does something stupid is you. Yeah, I hope you understand your place. I hope you understand your place and be settled with your place.
That was star review.
You heard my son.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st down, Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure from 10 yards out. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, 53 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try now for
I really don't know why you celebrating. I don't know why my guy decided to dive. I don't know why. But I don't know why you celebrating like you actually like did something crazy. I ran commit. Oh my God. You got 14 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Don't act like you good. That's called being good. Yeah.
A very comfortable lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted...
Stop playing with me, bro. Like I'm not him.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is...
You keep running the same plays, I'm going to keep running the same plays. You keep trying to think that you're going to do something with that defense that you're doing. I'm going to do the same thing.
As they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it down.
Yeah, call that timeout. Time to leave. Call the timeout. It's time to leave.
Play and into the end zone. Bass on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man, that's It's Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, you lucky I did cover 2. I was seeing if you're going to run it, but yeah. Hold on. Don't think you actually good, bro. Don't be celebrating.
He is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep,
Stop it, bro. Just stop it, bro. Why y'all do this, bro? Why y'all do this, bro?
And the Bills are going to recover.
Like I haven't seen that before, bro. I mean, I don't understand y'all, bro. You desperate?
Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
Come on, bro. Come on. It's that easy. It's that easy.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to push it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18.
Oh, now we sitting down, huh? Now we sitting down. Do you think because you got a touchdown by doing this, you think it's going to keep working?
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side.
Oh, you going to fumble that ball, my boy.
With the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Come on, bro. I'm giving you the chance. I'm in man defense, so you know. I'm gonna do man defense to give you a chance to score now.
Rodgers now after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers gonna throw.
Yeah. Don't ever do that again, bro. I gave you a chance to score. Don't do that. Time to leave.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives.
I could have bullet passed. I'm trying to give you a chance. Come on, man.
Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down.
I'm doing the same play over and over. Why can't you stop it?
Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
What was that, pass interference?
Scratch my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
Come on, bruh. We in man defense again, bro. In man defense. I'm giving you a chance to score. Yeah.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic.
Come on, man. Same defense.
Because it's just not looking good at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on this.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Same defense. You got this. You got this. Same defense. Do not let me get the ball.
The interceptions, things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's...
Let's go. Hold up. Timeout. Come on, man. I need you to score, bro.
Into the red zone, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one turns to gold.
Right there to get what...
Come on, man. Same play.
It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Come on, man. Same play. Same play. Let's get it. Same play. If you stay in that same defense, I'm gonna probably get towards like the 40 something.
So Allen's gonna look to throw. That's complete as he goes right back to...
Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, hold on. You gonna stay in that same quarters? Okay. Okay.
In motion the tight end. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. Couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
I'm going to let you do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Handle it. You done? All right.
Again they'll throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
Come on, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to give it to you, man. Trying to give it to you. Actually, you know what? I gotta get to that. I gotta get this first down. All right. Had to get that first down. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! I gotta go for it. Oh shit! I gotta go for it. Dog, come on! Oh, come on, Diggs.
Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
Thank you for the touchdown. Thank you, man. I could have scored back then, I guess, but I tried. I tried. You can't say I didn't try.
This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.